not too hot right now. I hate that you can't actually listen to music on fucking YouTube, man. You actually barely, pretty much can't, innit? You like pretty much fucking can't. This boys, how we doing, man? Yes, CT, we're saying Callum. Yes, Rami. I'm good, my boy. Yes, Ryan. Yes, Real. Oh, Pascal, sorry, bro. Yes, Pascal, what we saying, man? Oh, this coffee's still hot as fuck. Yes, Tommy. Hope we're well, man. Evening. First I want to talk about, obviously, what's on the screen here, innit, is pretty much just what happened during New York. Sorry, London. What the fuck am I about? During London, and what we was looking for during pre-London, how we was again so fucking close to something so nice. Again, bias is actually really easy to read at the moment. This week's been very clean. Just it hasn't actually come to entries on a lot of our shit, which is fine. As long as we ain't losing, that's the main thing, right? But I'll be honest, EU and GU for New York have not looked the best. Yes, Miss One, what we saying, bro? What's looked the best is most definitely GJ towards New York. GJ New York's really nice. Look, we had this yesterday for the GJ shorts. Very slow, admittedly, sorry. It is quite slow, but we got the manoeuvre, right? We ended up having that, and now it's obviously expanded to the lows. Showing how weak that pound really is. That's why I weren't really looking at long in GU today, just off the basis of how weak the pound is. As we can see from EG, the pound isn't necessarily strong. EU buys is what I was looking for, but sadly we just missed that sell side liquidity. The buy side move was nice. Obviously I didn't want to get in the sell. Again, luckily I didn't, because I would hit stop. I was waiting for that beautiful buy, but we just didn't quite get there. Buys for GJ New York, the same really, bro. Short. The yen's quite bullish right now, especially because of the dollar's bearish. Normally when we've got the dollar bearish, we do have quite a strong yen. And that's what we're seeing now. So we're seeing a strong yen. So I would personally say, keep on with those GJ shorts. DTO, really nice level for that. Let's have a look at some imbalances in a 4 hour, that might help us out. We've got nothing that's actually been created yet. 1 hour to 2 hour. I feel like that 1 hour is really nice to get filled and then see DTO get tapped. You've got an order block above there as well. I do like the idea of just a short of the DTO, the continuation down. I know we've taken Friday low, but honestly I'm weak pound, strong yen, so hence why you're seeing this effort to come back up is a lot more harder. Than obviously what we had in this scenario here. By the way, boys, if you're on TikTok, man, I'm streaming on YouTube right now. You can actually see my whole screen. It's a little bit better. If you want to jump on there. Just for the fire. What should I buy? Yeah, so yeah, I'd say shorts really, bro. The continuation of those shorts. Again, Friday 50 is so high up. It's actually above the Asia range, which is actually mad, to be honest, which is actually crazy. EJ, I wouldn't say are the nicest positions at the moment because you've got a strong euro, strong yen, so it's going to be quite difficult to be. Oh, we've actually got. Oh wow, yeah, we've got a stronger euro, of course. Yeah, the euro's stupidly strong. Why does it say we've already finished New York? That was RC Marcus, wasn't it? Okay, yeah. We actually had a really nice session. Again, the euro is still just completely overdoing everything else. That's why, realistically, like I've been saying the last few days, I've been on TikTok over the last few days as well saying it. The euro is super strong at the moment. You can keep pushing. What time frame are we talking, KA? What time frame? Like, are we looking at it from a weekly perspective, just for New York? I feel like for New York we can see it continue. There's nothing slowing price down, but in terms of entries, like, do you know what I'm saying? Entry-wise, you're just not going to be able to get in. So don't force yourself into this move. But we have had a very bearish dollar. And we was, to be honest, we was really unlucky to come back up to the new week opening gap. The new day opening gap. I wanted to see the price come into here and then continue. Honestly, again, to be honest, bros, we was actually bare unlucky this week. Again, this was in the pre-London as well. This was at 8:30, so this is just before I jumped off pretty much. But yeah, we are pretty much 2 pips away, if you used to put it in pip terms. About 2 pips away. Let's say weekly. So for the rest of the week, I'd say I'm still bullish, KA. In terms of the news we've got this afternoon, we've got PPI, so producer price index for the US. That is in literally just under 30 minutes now. And then alongside unemployment claims. The pound's bearish this morning. We've had a pretty weak pound just due to you trade funded or personal? Funded, bro. I trade funded accounts. But in terms of the GDP, that's definitely took a the pound was already weak, boys, to be honest. Potential start of the rate cut cycle was bearish news anyway. That's sort of already been priced in. Yes, Mac, how we doing, bro? Boys, if you're in here, say yo, man. I said hello. And curious why GBP railed up even though the news is negative for the GBP. The pound didn't get stronger. You're obviously looking at a GU chart, right? So you're looking at the pound against the dollar. The thing is to note right now is that the dollar is way weaker than the pound. So you're going to see GU move up regardless. Remember, when you're trading currency pairs, you're trading 2 currencies together. So just because the pound was weak doesn't mean GU is just going to go up, right? Because both of those that pair is based off 2 currencies. Yes, Stu! My brother! How we doing, man? News in 10 minutes, not 30 minutes. No, 13, sorry. I meant 1-3. 1-3. Well, it's about 12 minutes now, just under 12 minutes. GU also strong. GU strong, but again, just purely off the back of the weak dollar. Dollar's down 0.8% today. Dollar's nearly down 1% today. How mad that is, you, man. Crazy. It's literally been dropping the whole day. Again, the same bias we've had all fucking week. And with the euro, strong euro. Look at euro GBP. Like for example, right, look at like this is why I use you. I'll tell you what, this is gonna be quite a good lesson to you, because you still right. I forgot about that. Still learning. I'm about to tell you something right now that is really gonna help you out. If you're someone that trades EU and GU, I'm assuming you do. By you talk about GU, or if you just trade GU. The way I see where the buy, I mean, I obviously use my fundamental analysis as well, but just in terms of looking at the currencies at face value, I will look at EU, GU, and I'll look at EG. And the reason for that is so I can correlate each pair. I can pretty much get my 3 currencies and see which one's the strongest and which one's the weakest, and obviously which one's in between. So right now, the euro is the strongest, fundamentally and on charts. 2 is the pound. How can we see that? Because we're seeing GU come up, but EG come down. So we know that the pound's stronger than the dollar, but not weak, but not stronger than the euro. And then we know, obviously, because GU and EU are both going down, we've got a bearish dollar. You don't have to trade euro GBP, but I'll be honest, boys, it's a really good way to pretty much see if the euro or the pound are stronger. Because when you're trading EU GU, when we're trading currencies, right, for the biggest move to happen, we want to be trading a very strong pair versus a very weak pair, right? Sorry, currency. Very weak currency against a very strong currency. That's how we get efficient moves, and that's why we're seeing EG move about 50, 60 pips. That's a stretch for EG, probably about 30 pips. 45 to 50 pips. Fucking hell, that's massive for EG, not gonna lie. But in EU, how much we moved since the start of London? We've moved 100 pips. Fucking hell. We've moved, and we GU. What's that? Fucking hell, it must be a little bit. 76. But you see, do you know what I mean? Like GU's not had a nowhere near the move that EU has had, because the euro is stronger than the pound, but they're both stronger than the dollar. That is something I like to call. Completely forgot the name of it. Correlation of all 4 is what I call it. I've spelt that all for these. You're going to have to firm that. A correlation of all 4. Because pretty much the reason why it's 4, not 3, but if you can, well, fuck. But you're using 3 different charts, right? You're using the dollar, which is the DXY. You're using the EG, which is the euro and the pound. You're using EU, which is the euro and the dollar, and you're using GU, which is the pound and the dollar. With these 4 currencies here, you can actually see which trade is going to be the most efficient for you. Obviously, dollar we're not trading, but we just use to look at the dollar strength. I trade these 3 currencies, and depending on how EU and GU is, I'll trade EG. Normally, when EU and GU look shit, I'll be trading EG. Reason why is because when EU and GU aren't really moving, it goes to show that the move isn't against the dollar, the move is against the euro and the pound itself. So that's why EG normally has a better move, whilst the euro, USD and GBP USD isn't really doing much. But again, you don't have to trade EG, you can just use EG as sort of a calculator to see which is stronger, the euro or the pound. But I'd say if you get 3 currencies, get your strongest and weakest. This is why I say don't trade 2 different currencies. I'm not talking about pairs, I'm saying currencies. It's always good to have your strongest to weakest, and you can't just have your strongest one to weakest one. It's nice to have 3, so you've got that equilibrium in between, so you know which one's weaker and which one's stronger. Something I've used for fucking couple years now, to be honest, it's always got me in the most efficient trades. What's your strategy? Asian liquidity, my bro. Whoa! Asian liquidity, something I'll be training for boys, fucking hell. I've traded Asian liquidity for about 4 years now. Bro, why is that coffee still hot, bro? I must have made that about 20 minutes ago. Fucking hell. Roof of my mouth is sizzling, bubbling. Do you think I might continue? Do you think New York? Am I retarded, bro? Shit. I shouldn't get taken off for that. Do you think I'm? Oh no, I wasn't even. Okay, I wasn't even a dickhead for that. I just generally can't read that. Do you think New York continuation is probable? Are we talking EUGU? I reckon so, bro. Honestly, we've got weak dollar. In terms of PPI, I think PPI is coming out stronger. So, in terms of producer, is that meant to be coming out higher? Oh no, it's meant to be coming out. Oh no, he's meant to be coming out higher. Okay, unemployment's looking to come lower. I bet this. Oh, of course. Of course. As soon as an absolute bad one follows as well. I don't know if you man if you man in the TikTok as well, but as soon as an absolute bad one joins the fucking live, not even fucking capping. Stupid shit. Man, fuck TikTok, bro. On a real one, on a G one, on a G one, you man. How have that account not taken away yet? God, TikTok, just take it away from us, man. Must be hanging on an absolute thread.
Love Island debrief.
Turns out she's like transgender, so that's a weird POV for myself, bruv. Right, let's. Can we go live on this one again, or is this one somehow still banned? Right, retarded. You definitely can't say on TikTok. At least I know. But the swipe works. The swipe up works. I just need to be diligent with it. Wait, can I actually go live on a fucking account, bro? I actually don't think I can. Oh, right. Rise that back, man. Fucking hell, bruv. Fucking hell. No point in appealing, right? I blatantly said retard as well. Fuck! Okay, you know what? Let's just try. You know what? Let's go on this MFX account. This one can't get banned, by the way. It's just can't. This one just should not be getting banned. Such a bad idea, really. We'll do it anyway, just for the just so I can potentially learn type shit. I need some sort of pullback before long in, 100%, 110%. A significant one as well. Do you know what I mean? A significant one. You can't just be relaxing on like a retracement to the nearest fair value. I mean, to be honest, in these efficient markets, it's not stupid. But I just wouldn't recommend, you know what I'm saying? I wouldn't recommend it. I lost my mind. Low up Mace for getting banned on TikTok for Salty, don't entice me to continue saying it. Okay. Okay. Bad things, on it. Where's my other phone? I'll be honest, in terms of what would you be looking for though, Skull, really? You got to be because the thing is, it's one of those things, right? In terms of FOMO, and it's sort of a FOMO thing, right? If you want to get in on this long, in my opinion, it's sort of a FOMO thing. Do you know what I guess so, right? Because I'll be honest, this move's happened. I feel like sometimes you just need to tick off if a move's happened or not. Sometimes, because look, boys, bear in mind, on AU, we've moved 100 pips since London, not even from the start of the day. We've moved a total, even just to now, 92 pips. But the max we've moved is 105 pips. So yeah, I would say if you are looking for a long, I'd say require a decent fair value, maybe this middle one here. This candle closed above, so I feel like this is a breakaway gap, so I feel like this one's a bit invalid. I'd say areas around here make sense, but I would also say just be careful, man, because again, we've already had 100 move pip to the upside. Don't try and make sure you're not having FOMO, you know. But yeah, 1 hour. That's what I would say. Just get a good retracement, right? Nothing. Don't just jump in for the sake of seeing the market bullish and jumping into buyers, right? Okay, look, still calm. What are you looking at though? You mainly looking at Euro USD? That's what I would say go for. Euro is a lot more bullish than the pound and the dollar, so I would say go for those. EG, I don't know about price coming back down. The pound's not strong at all. Let's get this off my chart. Did you catch that move? No, sadly not, bro. So this was what me and the boys were looking at this morning in pre-London. We were really close, to be honest. Again, this for last 3 days in a row, I've been so close to getting entries. It's been unlucky, but at the same time, boys, it is what it is. These markets aren't. What I've noticed is they're not really giving as many trades, like entry-wise. Model-wise, it's not too bad. But I feel like when it comes to entries, we are just getting a lack of entries. Bro, my fucking phone just died, man. Are you taking the piss? Scott, you think it's going to come down 100 pips to Asia low? No, not to Asia low. Hold on. Yeah, well, it shouldn't come down that low, man. It shouldn't come that low. But I'd say, like, just be diligent, though, right? You don't want to be jumping into something just for the sake of it. Again, I'd say GJ short continuations is nice. I feel like in New York session, these New York trades definitely have been sort of pushing me towards looking at the yen. Because we get a really nice retracement during London, and then New York we have this sort of manipulation and a distro to finish off the day. We've had that a few days in a row now. Again, this is what we was looking at yesterday. This is we had that news that came out yesterday, pushed price quite heavily, and then we pushed up and had just wanted the continuation down, right? Very similar to what we've already had. I mean, today started off a bit more bearish, and I would say it's a bit more bearish still, because that GDP come out bearish, which makes sense to me, right? And then we've got the yen that also is looking pretty bullish right now, just off the back of the bearishness of the dollar. Bearing in mind the dollar are pretty much now pricing in rate cuts, so now we're going to see it come down. Hence why equities aren't doing too. Actually, no, they're not. I mean, equities aren't doing that good. Yeah, equities aren't actually doing that good. S&P's doing all right? No, they're actually not doing good at all. Would have thought pricing in rate cuts would have done quite well for the stock market, but it looks not. Especially like the NAS, because mainly NAS and US 30. Those companies do borrow a lot of money, so I would have thought interest rate being cut would be beneficial to them, but I don't know. Maybe we've not seen the price cut. Sorry, maybe we've not seen the cut be priced in yet. The news going crazy. Oh shit, yeah, we had that come out right now, didn't we? Let's see how that come out. PPI, it was forecast to come out higher than previous. Doesn't look too bullish for the dollar, but again, normally do get the initial move being the fake move, so we'll see. Wow, okay, so yeah, it come in under forecast, so yeah, inflation come out under forecast for the producer side. Unemployment claims is higher. Fucking hell. The US is bearish, boys. Euro USD buys all day long. GU buys all day long, swear to God. Don't even think about anything else. EU longs, if you're looking at anything else, your heart... Forgot I'm on TikTok, bitch. But EU longs is definitely what you want to be looking at. But yeah, this morning, me and the boys in the pre-London, what we was pretty much looking at, right, is we wanted Euro USD longs. It's something that we've been looking at the whole week. We missed out on opportunities twice this week. We had our entries placed, just missed by about 3 to 4 pips. I think the first one was like 3.2, 3.3. Second one was 3.5, 3.6 pips we missed by. And then today we wanted to see price come grab that sell side. We came literally 3 pips away. Another reason why I was waiting for that was because DXY was coming into a new day opening gap. Price hasn't ended up coming back towards it. Just seeing the move down, so very unlucky on that front. Again, in terms of the movement towards that new day opening gap was literally about 2 pips in terms of if you're not looking at indexes, that's how much it would sort of be, about 2 pips. So very close. And then price just moved up again, very one directional. I think these markets make sense to me right now, though. I think the bullish bias between EU just makes sense. The euro is so strong right now. Dollar's weak, especially with the news that's just come out. We've got producer price index coming out lower than expected. Unemployment claims coming higher than previous and higher than forecast. So yeah, I'll be honest, fucking not good one bit really. To be honest, not one bit. I'm in swing short on EG, we'll see how this goes. A short. I would be more long euro, bro, to be honest. Especially just anything from this week's just been long euro. Hence why we've been seeing this PA literally since Monday. Monday was here. Started off the week here. But it just moved up. I don't know why I drew it like that, to be honest. But yeah, I would have said we're quite bearish on the pound. Gold buys 100 million %. This is what I was saying on live yesterday as well. We should be coming for that 3-4 high, 3-405 high. That isn't all time, is it? I think all time we come a little bit higher. All time comes about 4. No, is it higher than that? Yeah, we come out. I thought we come out higher. 3486, so just below 3.5k. We could definitely still push that 3.5k. Bear in mind, a few things around the corner that will definitely make gold bullish is, I mean, right now, massive market uncertainty still. But we've got the 90-day pull. We've got the pause of the tariffs being lifted. Let's just put a cross through pause. So, and that is the 9th of June, I believe. 8th or 9th. Sorry, wrong month. July. Either the 8th or 9th. So that is definitely going to boost gold. Bolster gold, 110%. Dollar very bearish at the moment. Many reasons. Interest rate decision cycles now seeing cuts. You're still seeing bonds get bought up. No, bonds not get bought up, sorry. So you're seeing, again, money getting pushed towards commodities instead of bonds. And then you're also seeing labour market being really loose at the moment. Especially like a complete different story from this year, to the start of this year. So yeah, I've got loads of reasons why I'm looking at really gold to continue to push, especially past 3536. I feel like gold is still very thin right now, so there's a lot of things that are moving it. Bro, that little catch was cold. I wish you man could see that from like different POV, but that was a cold little catch. I grabbed it. You man wouldn't even... Oh, it's just like to rain, bro. I literally just put washing on the line, bro. Ugh, oh my days. This country, man. You try and do women's shit and it fucks up. This is why men don't do women's shit. This is why we don't do women's stuff. I'll be honest. But yeah, that's my thoughts on gold, really, bro. I'd say, yeah, I'm at the moment still long. I've been long on it most of this year. I mean, to be honest, boys, you got to think about the market situation, right? In terms of what's going on in the market is huge uncertainty for across all markets, really, across all markets. Hence why you're seeing everything move a lot, because there's not as much volume in the markets, so we are seeing it get affected a lot more by news and stuff. Yeah. So yeah, bro, the rent today where I'm at is heavy as fuck. Where are you from, Ben? Because that's probably gonna come towards me, bro. And I've literally just put bare washing on the line. Like, it took me a good 40 minutes to do type shit. But this is the reason why we don't do girl shit or women shit. Well, what's the reason why we're bullish on EU again? The euro. So in terms of the euro, I mean, you've just said thunderstorms. Oh yeah, shit, it was meant to be thunderstorms all day, wasn't it? Today. Yeah, I read that this morning actually, bro. I said that on the pre-London. Fuck, you know, it's probably going to come to me soon. So in terms of you, again, you've just heard me say why I'm bearish dollar. And obviously that's helping the EU become bullish. But in terms of the euro alone, we've had sort of the opposite actually is the dollar. We've come to the end of the rate cycle. So obviously we've been cutting interest rates for, God knows, close to probably about 8-9 months. I think we've had about 3-4 cuts, maybe even more. So let's just say we've had about 5 cuts. Now we're at the end of our cycle, so there's going to be no more cutting. Some people believe there will, but according to President Lagarde, we're not going to be having any more cuts. So that's the cycle ended. So that's very bullish for the euro. And then again, we've got the labour market tightening up. We've got capital inflows up, so foreign investment is high. A lot of people put their money into the euro at the moment, and I think that's especially because what's the defence company over in Germany? Is it Reinhardt? Where the flip is called? What's the place called? German arms manufacturer again, yeah. So they're making a lot of money right now. Not gonna lie, a flip load of money on TikTok. So I've got to say flip. Might actually start saying flip and that. Me and Lou used to have a boy that used to say flip instead of, well, you know what? You used to find that bare funny. You read that this morning and still put all the washing out. Mums, bro. No, you know what it is? It's because, you know what? I don't even care. You know what it is? It's just when your mum gives you jobs, you know, you just kind of have to do it. Even if your opinion I mean, I'm just making an excuse here. I completely forgot. But yeah, sometimes, bro, you just got to do what your old lady says type shit. GG Harvey Price. That's a violation, bro. RHM. Oh, right, yeah. Right now, sorry. Is that their ticker, yeah? Oh, yeah, it is. But I lost my mind. Look how fucking bullish that is. From a bigger perspective, bear in mind we're looking at stocks, right? Mum, I just did as I was told. I'm just a simple man. This guy's got far too much lip for a man with a lisp. And I honestly, no cap, this guy has far too much lip for a man with a lisp. Tricky one he is. He's done 100% this year. Yeah, how mad's that, bruv? How mad's that? It's crazy. US 30 having a good push on that. Yeah, US 30 should. The reason why is because, again, we're now pricing in those interest rate cuts, right? When we price in interest rate cuts, you normally see big tech companies boom, right? And the reason why is because a lot of the tech companies borrow money. Lots and lots of money. Lots and lots of money. So when interest rates go down, they pay less on what they have to give back, right? So it's very bullish for those companies who borrow a lot of money. I damn lost my mind. Entry possible on GJ for buyers. GJ for buyers. Have you spoken Again, I can't say nothing on TikTok, man. I can't even have a fucking laugh and joke on this app, bro. You actually mad can't. I'm gonna have to answer politely. I wouldn't be buying GJ, bro. I'm still bullish yen, and I'm still I wouldn't say extremely bearish pound, but I am weak pound. Really, that's where my bias is at. Weak pound, strong euro, strong euro, strong yen. Strong yen, strong euro. That's what I'm looking at right now. So if you boys trade GJ, EJ, EU, GU, whatever the UJ, whatever it may be. GJ buys are valid from one of my strategies. I wouldn't buy GJ. I wouldn't feel brave in a GJ buy at all, you know. Especially with that growth coming down. I'm not gonna lie, that's just what sort of pushed it over the edge for me. Like GU buys this week haven't been bad at all because the dollar's been very, very, very bearish. So it's helped the GU and EU for buys. It might do, but at the moment I'll say the yen is quite bullish. Normally when the dollar is very bearish, the yen is very bullish. That's just, if you go back over the fucking hell. Well, the DXY is actually really having a shit time today, innit? Bloody hell. See you. Fucking hell. Technical analysis, why is not fun? Yeah, so what in those scenarios, what do you normally do, Stu? Do you normally just say, okay, cool, no trade because you're getting two, you're in two heads, or what do you do in those scenarios? I nearly lost my mind. Doodoo. I mean AJ Long. What in the fuck is AJ? Are you trading AUD JPY, bruv? Where are you from? Kazakh. I see you still. What are you in for though? What age liquidity? Not gonna lie, that is very nice. Feel like 15 just would make way more sense there, just because of the fair values given. That was actually. If that comes to the exact 50%, I'm gonna shoot. Okay, it went just over a little bit. Okay. Thank God. Yeah, that's it. I tend to not take it. Yeah, that's fair play. That's fair play. In those trades as well, I guess you are just way less brave. Do you know what I mean? Like way less brave. Like having a fundamental and a technical outlook on it, it makes it. It makes you a lot more happy when you're in a trade. You ain't got to think about it too much. Your bumhole's not changing shape every half a second. Quivering anal, as I normally call it. No, spawn resistance shot in the 1-0. Yeah, fair play. Fair play. Do you normally trade that on sort of any time frames, do you? Sorry, like when I say time frame, I mean like any time of the day, session wise. What's a blue and green box? A green box indicates Asia session, so 1 AM to 6 AM. I've got it to 1 to 6, but this is. Do you want to stop lagging, mouse? So this is Asia session, and this blue one is London session, bro. It's meant to be a D, I swear down. And then this orange box forming here is New York session. Yeah. But yeah, anytime, fair play. Oh, okay, yeah, nice. Don't want to get that charger, man. Entered your USD on Tuesday. Close. Pardon me. Yeah, gold's still pushing up bare nice as well. Gold's about to come back to that 3-4. Is it 3-403 high? This is what I was indicating for this week. Pretty much coming to take this external high to the left because of this imbalance fill at the bottom here. This is our imbalance, so that was our internal liquidity fill, and this is our external. So I do want to see us commentate this. Yeah, it's about, yeah, it's what is this high? 3-403. Not bad, not bad external high to be aiming for as well at all, I don't think. Entered Euro USD on Tuesday, closed about half an hour ago, all based on the sweep of Monday's lows. Lovely stuff, Raymond. Love that, bro. Was you? I'm assuming you was bullish or USD or weak then, man. Love that. I was literally looking at Euro USD all week. I don't swing trade. I'm more intraday, so I was looking for trades on during the London time frame for the week. I sadly missed entries on two. One on today just didn't quite match up to my actual trading plan. Last week we had the EU DTO. So EU buys recently have been really fucking nice. They've treated me really nicely. Some of them just fractionally missing, but it is what it is, man. Do you trade gold? If not, why don't you? I don't trade gold, bro. Reason why is because there's too many reasons why it moves it. For me, gold is a difficult pair to. If you trade gold, you just trade gold. Because there's so many reasons why that bitch moves, and there's many reasons that come out when people don't know, right? Which can definitely shake gold's price heavily. I think gold's very good for investing, or from like a swing point of view, because gold's normally when you can acknowledge the sort of geopolitical events that go on. I'll be honest, they're the best times to invest. I wouldn't say trading it's great, just off the sheer manipulation of it. But in terms of swing or investing, I think it's great. I think it's great. Yeah, it's my main strategy. Nicked a couple of 1 to 3s on the way up. Lovely stuff, man. See, that's what I was pretty much aiming for. I had a 1 to 3.5 and then a 1.2, 1 to 2.3 or something. Fuck off, man. Why are these man bare belling me? How about you stop calling me, bruv? If I don't pick up the phone, man, why are you belling me back? You know them man there, bruv? You don't feel like if someone don't answer the phone, you just wouldn't call them back. Nah, whoever this is pestering me, bro. Bare calling me. What is wrong with people, man? If you've not got anything else to be getting on with, I'll probably end up calling you back later. Why can't you firm that? So yeah, these are the two trades I had this week that missed. 3.15 and then 2.4 pretty much. Very unlucky, but is what it is. I'm not too pissed. Again, I know these market scenarios are quite tough, so I'm not forcing anything. I don't want to be. I'll be kicking myself if I'd be jumping anything stupid, you know. Yo, bro, how'd you do lives like this? What do you mean, sorry, bro? What do you mean? Do. Someone's at my front door, bruv. I tell you what, Ring Doorbell might be the most annoying application, bruv. Who else has Ring Doorbell and has the app on their phone? Your screen and showing your PC. I'll be honest, bro. I do this. I've got like 4 different accounts in it. I've got about 5 different accounts I go live on, man. I keep getting taken off of them. But I'll be real, bro. We stream on YouTube, innit? So TikTok is just another app we just stream on. Like we don't have like we've had loads of accounts on TikTok, man. Like we haven't got a main account. Like we used to have a huge one, and then we got banned, and then we just kept on getting taken off. I had to delete it because neighbours say off every 5 minutes. How annoying is it, man? But then you turn it off, and then you don't know when someone's at your fucking door. It's like a system that is actually kind of shit. It's a great concept, works amazingly, fantastic, but holy shit, is it jarring. Probably have close to 45 accounts. To be honest, in terms of, like accounts we got right now, we've probably got about 4 or 5, but in terms of total, mate, we've had 100, I reckon about 100. Nah, that's a bit of a stretch. I reckon probably about, 50, 60. Bear in mind, some of those accounts are probably like 80k followers, 20k, 15k, 10k. Mate, if this app weren't like this, man, we would have like 250,000 on TikTok. Probably more. But it is what it is. To be honest though, ratings to TikTok, man, it's a sick app, man. I'll be honest. Like, the lives in it are surly, because these amount of man can... It's just great when you can get a load more people in the community. This is the way we grow. This is the way we grew our Discord time ago. This is the reason why I've got about 8,000 people in our Discord. I damn lost my mind. Okay. Right, let's go back to GJ and let's see what positions we're seeing on here. Yeah, it looks like he's already moving back down, which I don't like. I didn't want it to come up to this 1 hour sort of order block area. Live is the only good thing about it. Rest is straight brain rot. Yeah, trust me, man. It is, man. I damn lost my mind. Let's see if GJ ended up coming back to us. Again, EG's probably just going to continue. EU's probably going to continue. GU's still moving well. Man, look at that. We were inches away from this move, you man. Inches away from this move. We've been quite unlucky this week, I'll be so honest. We've actually been very unlucky. It's annoying my phone's died, man. But again, in terms of tomorrow, though, I'd say we're sort of in the same. We're sort of very similar. All right, we're even more bearish dollar really now from the news yesterday. So hopefully we start to see a bit of a retracement back up for the dollar, and then tomorrow we go again and look to short the dollar once again. Euro USD longs. In terms of the news tomorrow, we've only got the prelim UOM consumer and inflation expectations. Which is coming out about 3 PM. So I'll be honest, we look nice. We look nice for tomorrow. June the 13th, Friday the 13th. That's some mad shit. Also, boys, we're giving away some accounts on. Giving away a 200k ACG account tomorrow. It's going to be big, and some other smaller accounts. If you want to get in that giveaway, it's a giveaway stream, boys. So it's not just like do anything, do like this post, kiss this man, and whatever. Do you know what I mean? Don't know why I said that. It's going to be through the stream, so boys, make sure you're in the flipping Discord, for real. Tesla sues ex-Optimus engineer alleging theft of trade secrets. Man. So 1 PM US, which is 6 PM UK, will have the 30-year Treasury auction. We'll see how that goes actually, because that might be bullish for the dollar. That 30-year Treasury auction, estimated to be about $22 billion. So, in other words, the US should be coming about $22 billion richer by the end of today. Again, though, what would make it bearish if those 30-year yields continue to go up? What makes the yields go up is if the price goes down. So if people stop buying them, then you're going to see... Who's this? Goldman Sachs asset manager. Probably a 30 bird to listen to, actually. Let me fucking tell this BJ. Let me tell you, BJ. See that Boeing plane that crashed in India on its way to the UK? No way, bruv. On the way to the UK, man, that's booky, bruv. I thought I'd be shitting myself flying over India. Man, what the fuck? I swear India are sort of at war as well. I damn lost my mind. Yeah, that's crazy. I didn't even see that. What was that today? So the Boeing plane that crashed in India, bro, that's mad, you know. I didn't even know that. Mate, Boeing have always had something wrong with their planes, haven't they? They said first time a 787 crashed in 787. Yeah, it was the 787s. No, it was the 787. No, it was a 737. That was it. Boys, who remembers that? 737 went down, about 3 737s went down. There was a massive court case about this. This is what actually made Boeing stocks crash. But they come back on top, obviously. Fucking active. But yeah, who remembers that? Yeah, the 737, I think that was about 14 years ago. But I don't think it was it a 78? Bro, his phone's dead, man. It's fucking, keep trying to turn it back on.
It's dead, Mason. It's literally fucking dead.
Boeing 737. Court case. Yeah, it was Boeing 737. Yeah, it was. That was it. This is the thing that's bare weird. I remember they got sued. They got sued for it, and then they also actually had a. I'm pretty sure they had like a court order above them, and I think recently, like this year, I'm pretty sure, they dropped the case on Boeing. It's a criminal. I think it was something like that. Company charging 221. I think it was taken off them. But yeah, it was the 737 that was the one that come down. Bear in mind, Boeing come back though. Yeah, it was 787 Dreamliner. This was the 787 Dreamliner. What, the one that crashed like recently? 787 Dreamliner. Air India crashing Ahmedabad. Ahmedabad. Fucking hell. So hard to say some of these words, man. Would it be easy to just call it something different? What makes it? Man, that's far, bro. When was that, man? Was that today? 53 Britons on this one today. Ahmedabad. Oh, Ahmedabad. Ahmedabad. It's not the best name, is it really? Today, yeah, man, that's crazy. What's the name of an indicator? It's our own indicator, bro. If you drop me a message on TikTok, or drop me a message on Instagram, actually, bro. My Instagram's RichSFX. This indicator is over in our Discord. You can't actually just find it on sort of where you search up indicators. It's a private indicator. So if you drop me a message, bro, I'll send it over to you. It's pretty much something we made for our Discord, isn't it? Yeah, that was massive. Yeah, trust. Read Discord message. Oh no. Stu sent me a picture of him bent over again. Oh, let's have a look at this. Let's have a look at this. Yeah, today. My mum is meant to be going on holiday tomorrow. She's never been abroad because she's scared of plane crashes. Now this happened. She started crying. Oh my days. That's so peak, man. That's so peak. Why am I lagging like this, bro? Just gotta chill out. Yeah, I'm lagging peak. Yeah, still I can't watch that fucking video. It slowed my fucking computer right down. Still fucking lagging, man. Alright, I don't really care about Air India anyway, respectfully. Well, disrespectfully. The plane that crashed today was made after the last plane crash. Been in use for over 10 years. Yeah, that's mad. That is mad. Fuck. A 787 crashed today in my hereby state. Alright, boys, you man don't make it helpful when you man just fucking don't spell. Cause I can't say shit normally, and then you man are fucking mistyping shit and Do you know how difficult it makes for a conversational conversate? Yogurt pot and string connection. Are we better now? I think we're less laggy now, to be honest. EuroUSD, I think just longs for EuroUSD, to be honest, bro. I mean, I'd be careful. Don't get FOMO, but the move's sort of already happened, I'll be honest. It's difficult to jump in this. We've already had like a 120 pip move so far today. 130 nearly, Jesus Christ. I'm there all week trying to convince her that it won't happen, fuck, so yeah, that's mad, bro. That's so peak. EG looks like we could have this retracement move now as well, to be honest. GJ, I was looking for sort of entries here, bro. Could still happen, I guess. I was looking for the short sort of around here. What do you think of USD buying a 5 minute? I think I'll be honest, the main move's gone. But yeah, I'll be honest, the main move's gone. Like, I wouldn't jump in on nothing. But yeah, I mean, it's good to me. But just be careful because we are at like pretty much at the top of our range now. So you do just want to be careful, right? Yeah, just when this comes higher a little bit. Oh, let me get a fucking charger, bro. Tucker! Tuck it in, son. Just sat on my testicle, not even gonna lie. Fucking hell, I felt horrible. Gold still has a clear bullish target, 100% Philip. Totally agree with you, broski. Again, I'm still wanting to see it come to that, the prior week high, yeah, it's the prior week high. Just the prior week high, pretty much, bro. Lovely retap off that DTO. Lovely retap off that DTO. What do you think here? I'll just be careful with that Euro USD on the 5 minutes, to be honest with you, bro. But yeah, gold at 3.4. EU continue jig too. Brother, I blew my account yesterday. Shouldn't have traded CPI. I was in no way, bruv. What was you in a Euro USD short as well? Was you in an EU short? Oh, they're talking about the crash. Alright, bro, it's actually mad, bro. Yeah, no, I've got to learn ICT into going forward testing. Wait, what was you doing though, bro? Was you long in EU? Was you selling EU? Because I'll be real, it's not a strategy problem. You just got the wrong bias, to be honest, bro. That's a fundamental problem, weakness from you, I'd say. Bro, this actually seems mad. Fucking hell, that moved on from the crash quick. Fucking hell, just turned it up to see what I was going to talk about it. Fucking hell, literally within 10 seconds we're now talking about chip manufacturing. Fucking hell, Bloomberg. Can't just have a conversation about... Can't just stop talking about money for a second. That's mad. That's crazy. Yeah, but yeah, what was you doing, Jeddah? Is your name Jeddah Messiah, bro? That's a crazy R name. No way, you're a white dude. Okay, that's not your name then. What's yeah, what was you doing, bro? Shooting EU. I just want to know what you was really going for. Gonna have to hide the batteries for all the TV remotes. Oh mate. Oh Jed, alright, bro. Well, I was on the orb position of the day. I was in an orb position. What the fuck are you on about, Jed? The day before my... Bro, I'm confused, Jed, man. You got me confused here. They announced it this morning on Bloomberg as a red news alert for 5 seconds, bro. Wait, what? Wait, the what? Open range breakout. No, but was you in a short? Was you selling? Sorry, bro. Was you selling or buying the EU yesterday? I mean, you shouldn't be in on news anyway, but... Oh, there's actually a video of it. Fucking hell, bro. Yeah, you would have to get early entries today, Bobby, otherwise you're not getting entries. It's so hot right now in London. Yeah, trust me. What? What do you mean, like Obo? Oh no, oh, I thought you meant like feds, bro. I thought you meant Obos, thinking, bro. What? Yeah, it does get really warm here, I ain't gonna lie. It's been getting really warm. Yeah, we can't, but I mean, that's a lesson anyways, Jed, bro. Do you know what I'm saying? It's a lesson. Where would you short GJ? Sort of DTO level, bro, pretty much. So I don't want to see it come up a bit more than where it's already come to. Mohammed, I wouldn't, just because it looks like it's probably going to come down a retrace. You're on the other side of the market. So it's just not an optimal trade. It's more like you're trying to get in. You're trying to get in just because you want to trade. Do you know what I mean? So from that front, I just wouldn't do that, bro. You guys told me how to trade and I applied it to Nasdaq and it works better, bro. Lovely stuff, man. Skull, long as you don't end in the year negative, you're Gucci. Trust me, man. That's literally it, bro. That's it. That's it. Weekly perspective doesn't matter, Skull. It's like that saying, like, take care of the pennies and the pounds take care of themselves. Do you know what I mean? Like, if you just trade how you trade week on week, by the end of the year, you realise that you've actually done pretty well. There was a saying I heard yesterday that was bare fucking good as well. I don't know where I heard it. I think I heard it on TV or some shit. What was it, man? It's fucking cool. No, it might have been a YouTube video. What was it, man? Bro, I can't remember. I can't remember what I said 2 minutes ago, let alone what I heard yesterday. Can you show us how you do your daily buys? Yeah, bro. Well, first and foremost, oh, yeah. So yeah, the first thing I do, bro, is pretty much just get my daily bias fundamentally, right? So I want to see. I trade Euro USD, GBP USD, and Euro GBP, right? So I trade 3 currencies. I want to see the fundamental outlook for all 3 of those currencies. So I want to see which my strongest one is, my weakest one. So at the moment, for example, like Euro's the strongest. Many reasons why. Capital inflows, end of rate cut cycle, inflation at target, very bullish. Pound, middle. It's quite bearish in terms of bearish/bullish for the currency, but it's more stronger than the dollar. Dollar's very weak. We're looking at signifying cuts as well. So you mainly want to be, so from this perspective, as I've just looked at it fundamentally, I want to be really buying euro and selling the dollar because the euro's my strongest, dollar's the weakest. So I really want to be buying Euro USD. This has pretty much been my daily buys every single day this week. As you can see, if we go over to Euro USD, we've seen price literally go up all week. And again, this is from the fundamental outlook. This is collecting together fundamental updates, fundamental data, and sort of getting together a bias, literally just by realising how fucking a balanced economy works and what makes an economy strong, what makes an economy weak. Fares, I just missed out on getting tags on the GU longs today. Would have been brazy. Yeah, unlucky, man. Unlucky. Macy's 1 minute chalk valid. I'd be careful. The 1 minute is quite manipulative, bro. So, same as the 2 minute. I've started, especially at the moment in these markets, I would apply stronger structure. Don't go into smaller time frames, gold, just because you want to get into a trade. Bro, internal / external on higher time frame has been a game changer for me. Internal, external might be one of the most horniest concepts in the world. Like, literally, for a fucking genuine fact, that is actually, it's so good. It's so good, man. That's one of the best things we teach, internal and external. Basic as shit, and it fucking works on higher time frames so well. That's all that matters. Basic and it works. What more do you want from a concept, for a higher time frame concept? I used to get cooked trying to go off the 1 minute. Yeah, 1 minute. Yeah, what? Screw the 1 minute. Screw the 2 minute. Screw the 3 minute. Screw the 4 minute. 5 minute and above, especially within these markets right now, I think is the safest way to be trading. Again, boys, but don't be trading aggressive in these markets. If you're trading aggressive, you're going to be losing. I swear to God. I promise you, you will lose. Anyone who trades, who places about a trade a day, has been losing this year. 1,000,000%. 120%. I beg someone try and like tell me that's not true or show me that's not true. I can tell you for a genuine fact, that is just how the markets have been this year so far. Where would I enter? For GJ shorts, yeah, DTO, bro. DTO. Yeah. Run DTO, this order block on the 1 hour, this 15 minute, something like that, bro. Just within this area. Bear in mind, I want to be in the top 50 of this range. It's our current range. Current range we're in. I want to come in at top 50. We've already come into our top 50, not come to our OTL. I did want to see it come to a decent high point. But price isn't moving that much now, so we will just see, I guess. El Loco. Yeah, I'm waiting on retrace. Man said El Loco, bro. I'm fucked that up peakly. Yeah, I'm waiting till retrace into the 1 hour. Yeah, same. That's what I would say. I'll say same. I'm not, but that's what I would say, yeah. In it, El Loco, El Coco. Oh, I got you. You cheeky. Hey, slaps, don't have that, man. El Coco is a new one. It's a brazy name. What is a realistic percent to aim per month? What? This is what I say, bro. This is what I say to you before I give you an answer to that. Is when you're trading, right? Think of the stress you're going to be under. Okay, you can aim for more percent, 100%, but you're probably not going to make more money in terms of average for the year. So what I normally do, I'm not too sure what your name is, bro. It looks bare hard to say. Ugile. I'll be honest, bro. I'm bare shit with names, and that is a hard ass name. I'll call you EU. That makes sense, right? So EU. The way I really look at it, right, is it's very stressful. It's very stressful to be jumping in so many trades and risking so much. Obviously, we're risking the same 1% per trade, but you're risking more in terms of placing more trades, right? So it's a lot more stressy. There's a lot more human errors that can come into play, psychological problems. So in my opinion, don't just look at how much money you want to make. Think about how much stress you're willing to be in whilst trading. That's a very key point to make. And then second of all, what I would say is look at it on a yearly perspective. What are you happy with on a yearly perspective? I don't also just say what am I happy with, but also I look at the S&P, I look at the NAS, like the NASDAQ. I look at how much they return on a yearly basis, because investors will earn that yield yearly, which is about 10 to 13% a year. Okay, so I want to realistically do about double that. Do you know what I'm saying? So I want to make about 26%, 20, 25, 26%, something around that. And I'm happy. And that equals out to about 2 to 3% a month on average. But again, month to month, in my opinion, isn't the biggest worry. Year to year is is what makes sense. Because again, I don't want a low average from a yearly perspective, from like a weekly perspective. I want to use my averages for the month. And then I want that collectively to make up my year. So I would say figure out what you want to make in a year in terms of percent. And bear in mind, boys, don't aim for too much. The reason why I say don't aim for too much is because you can get a lot of funding. Prop firms. You can either get funding if you prove how you trade. You can get funding from other people. Bro, if you can get funding from your fucking dad if you want, or your mum, do you know what I mean? You can. You generally can. That's obviously if you want to do that, right? It's a lot of stress because you're trading someone else's money, but that's why I say always go with prop firms, right? When you've got prop firms, you make 2% a month. It's a lot of money because you've got a 200k account. If you've got a little account with about 5 grand in, like euro money, you're not going to earn that much money with a lower percent, right? So this is why funding is important, because that makes it a bit more comfortable to be aiming for less, because you don't want to be aiming for loads in trading, right? Keeping it average, keeping it sort of very consistent, 2 to 3% a month is minimal, right? It feels like nothing. In fact, it is nothing on a personal account. But as soon as you get on a 200k, and then you've got two 200ks and two different prop firms, you've got 400k funding, you get 2%, you've got 8 grand, okay? And again, do that every single year or every single month on average, you're making a lot of money, right? So it's not how much, it doesn't matter how much you make, it's how much you have. But I would obviously say have a target. My target is around 20 to 26% a year. About either 2 to 3% is what I want to make on average per month. Once I've made that average, I'm happy, I'm pretty done for the year. I mean, I do also take into account I don't trade some months, so I don't trade January as much. There's not many trades January and December. Starting end of the year for me aren't the best. I don't sit them out, I still look at the markets, but I've noticed data-wise from my data that January is one of my worst months, and so is December. January can either be really good or really shit in my opinion. I've had base to both worlds. But in terms of that unevenness, I count that as sort of a difficult month to trade. Do you know what I'm saying? But yeah, there's my perspective on it, bro. But the most important thing I've said there is the stress part, right? What are you willing? Do you know what I mean? What are you willing to? Because for an example, I like I said, I aim for about like on average about 2 to 3 to 4% a month, right? That's what I'll be happy with. That's all I really want, and I'll be happy. Not a lot, but it's because I've got a decent amount of capital to trade that with. Like in challenges right now, in just challenges, I've got about 300k. In actual funding between me and Lou, we've got 800 grand. So I know an extra 200 as well because we've got the optimal. So we've got pretty much $1 million in funded right now, and then we've got, I think we've got about 3 to 400k in challenges at the moment. Yeah. So when you've got big capital like that, you don't have to be risking so much. You don't have to be placing so many trades. Conservative is key. Based off both worlds. Wait, what? Did I say something? Did I say something stupid or something? Hey mama. Who's this little mama? Mama. Yeah. It would be nice to see prices come down a little bit. Again, nice to see EU retrace, come back down, feel some imbalance as well. I want to see the longs for tomorrow as well. So it would be nice to see those retracements come through. And then tomorrow we'll be looking towards those longs to the upside. But again, we'll have to see what price wants to do for the rest of the day. PM session, I hope retraces down. Asia then has the initial move up. And then we have the lovely move to the upside. I'm looking way too far ahead, but that's pretty much what I'm looking for Friday. Again, boys, every single Friday I do a free pre-London stream at 6:30. So I jump on a stream at 6:30 to 8:30 in the Discord. If you're not in the Discord, boys, just drop me a message. You know, I'll send you over the code. I'll send you over the invite link. And yeah, you watch me pretty much pre-analyze the markets just before London. We'll go through them. And we'll get a bias for the day, and we'll hopefully get some positions for London session, because I am on from 6:30 to 2:30. We're always I just don't think GJ, it's come up a little bit, but yeah, GJ's just finding it really difficult to fucking get back up there, isn't it? Very difficult. But we do want to see it come up a bit, man. Is the price going to retrace and rebalance then push up? Yeah, possibly, bro. Yeah, definitely. But that's why, again, the positions really for EUG, UEG were this morning. Now we're going to see it slowly retrace. In my opinion, no positions. You don't really want to short there. So either way, position or no position, we will have a laugh. 100%. That's it, man. And boys, we're giving away again. I'm gonna say again, a 200k ACG account, boys. 200 grand ACG account. Come on, man. I know most of you, man, don't have 200k funded. So, boys, make sure you're in the Discord for that, because we'll be doing that tomorrow evening, about 1 PM. Mace, lad, you good, mate? I'm done with futures. Like bloody gold it is. Yeah, man, it's just a bit difficult, man. I hope you're well, Mark, my bro. Hope you're well, man. But yeah. I'll be real, man. I've always stuck to the same thing. I don't want to change. As a lot of people tell me, stocks are great. Oh wow, got banned for what? Fraud and scams. Fraud and scams, boys. Literally, how is that fraud and scams? Notice it's unclear. So my load does not contain the mention. Yeah, it doesn't. TikTok. Why? Man, fuck TikTok. What do you mean fraud and scams, bro? Do you want me to actually fucking run a load of fraud and scam schemes? Makes me feel like, bro, might as well. Fucking hell, they think I'm doing it anyway. Might as well just do a fuckload of fraud and scams. That's weird. Why have you banning me for fraud and scams, but not at one point have you thought, oh, let's crack down on this guy. Let's stop this fraud and scammer. No, let's just ban him off live. He can make as many accounts as he wants. Oh god, he can make whatever he wants. Why would you not just feel like, you know what, bro? This guy can't be frauding and scamming people on our application, bro. Let's actually try and stop him. Let's just ban him off live. Bro, I beg TikTok call the feds on us to try and think that we're doing a fraud and scam. I would love that. In return, I hope we would never get banned again. Fraud and scams, man. That's an absolute joke, bro. I damn lost my mind. Right, yeah, we're getting a nice little retracement. GJ looks like he's just continuing down though. Oh, come on, Pound, don't be too weak. Probably thought you was HS Tiki Toki. Man, they knew I weren't. They bro. They better get appealed. Or they better be accepted. Does TikTok require you to give your phone number to make an account? I'm not sure, bro. I think my phone number is on it. Account. No. Privacy. No. Account information. Yeah, exactly. I ain't got my phone number. Let me put my phone number on it. Account is currently suspended. Yeah, I don't think they do, bro. Man, that plane crash was crazy, man. Accept it, man. That was a joke of a ban. Boys, what's your guesses? Do you reckon they'll appeal it? Do you reckon they'll accept the appeal or decline it? What do you, man, reckon? It's a big drop though. See if it does it. Would be nice. Was you about to do something? I can't remember what I was about to do. I don't think TikTok does it, but other apps can ban your phone number from making accounts and setting up others with it. Probably best not to add your phone number. Alright. It does. I don't think it lets me anyway, to be honest, bro. I think it's acknowledged that my phone number's already on like a banned account. Oh, it's just so annoying though, isn't it? Yeah. Alright, I'm gonna enter GG out of 1 minute fair value gap. Go ahead, bro. Right, boys, I'm gonna jump off now because I've been on there for an hour and a half now. Yeah, there's been fuck all. New York, the only thing we've really been having is just continues of this same shit. EU and GU having that little retracement. I wouldn't say jumping a trade. London session's definitely where it's been at this week, 100%. Sort of middle to late New York, London session. But boys, in the Discord, free pre-London tomorrow. So boys, make sure you're in there. I'll be doing it in the where is it? The voice chat in the lobby. Just that voice chat in the lobby, boys.